Morning, guys. Can you guys hear me fine? And the passkeys, I made it short today, 24:55. Since we started late, I'm not going to worry about you guys being late. All right. Let me see who we have. Okay, not too bad. I mean, I have one person here, the Irish guy from Cork. We call him Corky. All right. So let's have some fun today. I'm going to go to Cam French's website. Just type Cam French data on your search. You get Cam French data library. We're going to talk more about Pharma and French later during the semester when we're talking about their three-factor asset pricing model. But so we will visit this quite a bit. He, not he, but these days his research assistants collect all this data, calculate monthly returns for certain kind of portfolios. Let's go ahead and look at the portfolios based on size. Let's see. If I hit the CSV, yes, 2455. Those of you who haven't done it yet, passkey is 2455. All right. Size based on univariate source based on size. Yeah, I hit the CSV. That gives you the Excel file. Now, there are a lot of portfolios here. These first three are primarily used for research. The low 30, medium 40, and high 30, which simply reads as every year at the end of June, you sort stocks based on their market cap. And low 30 means it's the portfolio of stocks that are in the lowest 30%. Mid 40 is in terms of market cap, medium 40%, high 30 is largest 30. And then you have quintiles. Low 20 is the lowest, smallest 20%. High 20 is highest 20%. And those are second, third, and fourth quintiles. Then you have deciles, low 10 to high 10. Okay. These are value weighted portfolios. They also have down in the bottom equal weighted portfolios, but equal weighted portfolios are not buy and hold strategies, because to keep the equal weight every day, you're going to have to readjust. You know, there are 1,000 stocks in a portfolio. There are a lot of stocks in these portfolios, obviously. Even back in 1927, decile portfolios had about 50 stocks in it. You buy them equal weighted. You put $1 to every single one of them. And, what do you know? One of them is going to go up more than the others. In order to keep the equal weight, you have to sell a little bit of that, the ones that went up, and buy a little bit of the ones that didn't go up as much, or the ones that went down. And these days, in the old days, that was a very costly strategy. In addition to bid offer spreads that you have to cross, you also have to pay commission. Nowadays, you can do anything you want on, let's say, Robinhood, Charles Schwab. In the old days, even the equal weighted portfolios, suppose you wanted to do an equal weighted portfolio of small stocks in your own portfolio. There is a certain number of shares that you have to buy for each stock. That's not the case anymore. You can buy fractional shares. On Robinhood, any order can be as little as $1. And it's that simple. So these strategies are actually implementable even for small investors now. About 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. You actually had to buy a mutual fund that invested only in small caps, and you can even do weird baiting strategies. For example, let's say you bought at low 10, okay? During the exact, you keep these portfolios for 1 year, then every June, at the end of every June, you refresh. Why? Because certain stocks are no longer small, or depending upon the case, certain stocks are no longer large. So they actually change classes. Uh, I actually wrote a paper about this a while ago. Maybe I should revisit that idea. Uh, Once you make it to the low 10%, you basically have the same mate. If two companies have, you have the same mate as your market cap. What if I wanted to give even more weight to what you want to call smallest of the companies in that portfolio? These days, you can implement that. I actually have a way of doing that. You kind of figure out using, maybe if you have time at the end of the semester, I'll show you guys that strategy. Uh, Using Monte Carlo simulation. Let's say I have 1,000 stocks in there. Instead of just buying all 1,000, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna randomly select 10 stocks. Okay, and every time I randomly select, I'm gonna buy the smallest stock. Just that. But I'm gonna do this repeat number of times. That means smaller stocks will have even more weight relative to their market cap. So not only you're weighting by their market cap, you're also weighting in that portfolio by the order in that sort. It actually produces better returns and less risk. But again, towards the end of semester, we could simulate something like that. In fact, nowadays you can get, I figured out how easily, historical data from individual stocks using Google Finance. You just enter a formula into the sheet. It gives you the whole thing. Since we can pull sheets into Excel now, that's not a problem anymore. Because Yahoo Finance no longer gives us the historical data as a downloadable file unless you pay the premium. Until last semester, I could do it. I can't do it anymore. I can get the data, but I have to copy paste from the screen, and I can't handle. Shut up, my dentist. Yes, I will come Monday. All right, let's go ahead and calculate. I'm just gonna do the average returns. We could have done the geometric, but uh, they're gonna be very closely related. So for all of these are monthly returns that are already converted into uh, what you want to call percentage terms. So 0.14 does not mean that they made 14%. They made 0.14%. I view these as basis points. So they made 14 basis points. Anybody who doesn't know what a basis point is, it's okay not to know. Not admitting that you don't know something is a virtue. A basis point is 1% of a percent. So 1 in a 10,000. So there are 10,000 basis points in a whole. Think of it that way. Insert. Okay, let's calculate the average returns. I'm going to do it since 1926, but we'll change the, in fact, on this one, let me create a proper date column. I'm going to call this using the dates function. Date. Date function has three arguments: the year, the month, and the day. So first I get the year as left four characters of this, and the month is right two characters of this.